Now, if you're struggling to hit your driver straight, this is something I figured out years ago, and man, once I did, it changed everything for me. And really all it is syncing up, rotating my body, and when I release the club. And a great analogy for this is your body is the tree trunk, and as the tree trunk rotates back and through, there's a little bit of a weight shift to the right, a little bit of a weight shift to the left, but it's mostly going to stay fairly centered and rotate. And then that's going to swing the limbs, which is the club, so when the club releases. So I'm simply just going to get a little weight shift to the right, weight shift to the left. That's going to swing my arms, and that's what's going to allow you to hit the ball really, really straight. So for example, if I over-accelerate and I rip open my body and leave my arms way behind, that's going to be a block way out to the right. If I get halfway in my downswing and I stand up, I stop rotating my body altogether, and I throw my arms at it, well, that's either going to be a duck hook to the left, or if I hold the face open, a big block out to the right. So really, when you don't sync up your body and the limbs, the tree trunk and the limbs, you're going to be trying to find the fairway all the time. Luckily, I can lead you through a really simple progression to get everything synced up and hit that driver dead straight. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's start out with an impact bag here, and all I'm going to do is feel like I'm getting a little weight shift to my right, and then the impact bag swings back. I get a little weight shift to the left, the impact bag swings forward. So I'm just going to take this with both hands and just get a little swinging back to the right and to the left. So you can see my weight shift starts the motion, and then the impact bag, or you can grab a bucket of balls, or you can grab anything that's got a little weight to it, that starts to go second. So I'm getting a little weight shift and then the swing. Now I can start to make this a little bigger, and you'll notice when I'm doing this back and forth, it's weight shift, body shifting, then the swing. Weight shift to the right, then the swing. That's all the golf swing is, and that's the tree trunk swinging the limbs here. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to feel like I get my weight shift and release this bag, and all the momentum from the bag is going down the fairway at impact. So I don't want to feel like I'm doing this, ripping open my body, everything's stuck back here, I'd be throwing the bag out to the right. I don't want to feel like I'm stopping my body, everything slams to the left. I'm just syncing up my weight shift and the throw to feel like I'd be tossing this bag right down the fairway. Now once you've done that a little bit and you start to feel this general type sense, this flow, go ahead and do it with your hands and arms now, and just feel like your hands, as I shift to the right, my hands, almost like my hands are paintbrushes, paint a swath of paint on the ground to the right. As I shift to the left, the wrist angles are going to go back, and I paint a swath to the target or to the left as I'm coming through. And that's just going to look like this. So again, I'm just feeling like I'm shifting, painting a stripe toward the target, painting a stripe toward the target. So I'm just letting my arms fly out from my body that way. Now if I build this up to the golf club, let's lose the golf ball for a second, and let's just do it with the right hand, because most players feel their right hand a lot more than they do their left. So I'm just going to do a couple little swings here, letting my wrist be nice and loose. Weight shifts to the right, I turn the trunk, my hands kind of lag behind. Trunk shifts to the left, starts to turn to the left, my hand lags behind and paints that stripe toward the fairway. Immediately you'll notice if you start to rip open your body too much, that stripe or that paint feels like it's all going to fling out to the right. If I stop my body and I throw my hands and arms, that paint's going to feel like it flies early. That's kind of that casting, throwing the club, and it's going to go over here to the left, quickly making a kind of dart to the left like that. If I'm doing this correctly, I'm just swinging back and forth, and I feel like it's very easy to get all that paint flinging down the target line. So just give yourself a few minutes to really feel like all the paint is just painting a stripe here, all the way down the target line to your target, and you feel like you're not getting any drop anywhere else. I like to also feel like my wrist is lagging behind. I have this little bit of lag here, so I don't start flicking the paint back here. I want to feel like the paint starts at the golf ball, goes all the way to the target. Now once you've felt that with your right hand a few times, let's go ahead and put both hands on it. And again, very soft with the wrist. Tree trunk swings the limbs. The paint is going all the way to the target. My arms feel like they're flying down the target line. I'm not doing any kind of throwing, getting that old chicken wing through here. I feel like my body turns, my arms or the limbs are just down along for the ride. So you can almost feel like if your arms are tree limbs, imagine like a kind of a bendy, a tree limb that has some flex to it. They're going to flex, they're going to be released at impact, and then they're just going to fly down the target line for as long as possible. And if we can do that, then that's going to sync up your body and your arms. Find one with a sticker on it here. That's going to sync up the body and the arms, and that's going to allow you to be a lot straighter than you've ever been before. So here on this shot, I'm not going to worry about speed. I'm not going to worry about distance at all. This is my rhythm and fairway finder swing. Once I get the rhythm right, here's the really cool thing. I can swing at 60%, get the rhythm right, start hitting fairways, start getting that nice tight draw, swing after swing. Then I can crank it up once I feel the rhythm, 70, 80, 90, 100%. It's all about getting the rhythm first, and then I can go faster and faster speed. All right, so let's give it a whirl, see if I can hit a nice straight one here. Again, 50% power to start out. There we go, nice straight shot. And again, it doesn't matter what your distance is, start out smooth, getting those nice little draws down the fairway, and then gradually add a little bit more speed to it once you have the rhythm. Once you're locked into the rhythm, you just turn it up when you want to go farther, turn it down when you want to go a little bit shorter. The great news is this exact same thing works great with wedges, all the way from, say, 40 yards out from the green up to full driver swing. Once you get the rhythm down, it's going to stay really consistent from 40, 50 yards all the way through the bag. Now, one thing that can kill this, I mean, no matter how hard you try to do it, if I start to feel like I'm ringing the bell or pulling my arms down, I am going to be quick from the top, and that tree trunk is not going to be swinging those limbs. Those limbs are going to be flying out of control no matter what I do. So I have to learn to smooth out my transition to let the limbs lay back, let the tree trunk, my body rotate, and then fly down the fairway. So I'm going to play a video that's going to help you to do that and smooth it out once and for all, get a great feel for how to do that. All you need to do is go ahead, click the link or the iCard that pops up on the screen. You'll see the little thing that pops up over here. If you don't see the card, don't worry, go down to the link in the description below. Either place will get you instant access to that full video. Let's smooth out that transition right now. So we'll get started. Now the bottom line is that if you pull this club down to ring that bell or pull the hands more from the inside, what's going to happen is you start to rush your downswing from that pulling, and that can throw off your sequence. And we all know that once your sequence gets off, that is going to be the root cause of all your problems. Now, maybe you're being outdriven way too often, or you're terribly inconsistent with your strikes. Some of your shots are heavy, some of them are thin, some of them are off the toe, and then the next ones are way off the heel. Now you end up way over in the trees, you're in the tall grass, or maybe even the hazards all day long, and it really comes down to this. Clay, how in the heck do we fix it? Well, there's some good news. Well, there's only two things that you need to learn. First, you need to learn to shallow the club rather than pulling the hands down and getting the shaft in this steep position. You see, there's another way that the pros do this, and once you start to get that club on this shallower plane, more from the inside, then you pair that up with the right way to square the club face. And once you put these two things together, everything starts to fit in your swing. Now your buddies will start to get a little bit jealous because you'll start hitting solid, longer drives, time after time, and round after round. Now I'm going to teach you this right now on what I call the E-slot technique. Let's walk through exactly how to do it. So here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and take a swing to the top and get in a really good position. I want you to feel like your weight is mostly shifted to your right side and that your hips and shoulders are nice and free. I don't want to be locked up here. I want my knees to move, my hips to move, and that's going to allow me to swing my shoulders very nicely. Now, one thing that most people get wrong when they swing to the top is they don't get this tilt away from the target. So instead of being straight up and down or leaning to the left, I want to be slightly tilted away in what I call the stable fluid spine in my top speed golf system. Okay, so now that you're at this great position at the top of the swing, what I want you to do is instead of pulling those arms straight down or ringing the bell, that's going to get the club shaft steep and get this elbow kind of flapping behind your body. I want you to do something very specific. I want you to take the tip of your elbow and move it in a specific way. Now, not this small bone on the inside of your elbow, but I want it to be right here at the tip, and here's what I want you to do.